Welcome to SciSpectrum Lab Essentials, your source for equipment, instrument, and consumables.
Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something we all deal with every single day, but rarely get perfect, and that's temperature. You know, from keeping our food safe to making sure our plants don't wilt, getting it right really matters. So let's check out a device that's designed to give you total command.
All right, let's just start with a really simple question. No, seriously, think about it for a second. What is the actual temperature inside your freezer at this very moment? You probably know the setting, but is that what it really is? Did it spike last night? Was the door maybe left a tiny bit open? That little bit of uncertainty, well, that's exactly what we're here to solve.
And this is the answer. Meet the LABART LT-3 Digital Thermometer. Look, it's a simple, no-nonsense device with one critical job: to completely replace all your temperature guesswork with cold, hard facts. So let's break down how this little device basically becomes a constant, watchful eye for all the places that matter most to you.
Okay, so its main trick, the first thing you'll notice, is that it shows you two temperatures at the exact same time. So you could have the main unit sitting on your kitchen counter showing you the room temperature, while its little probe is running into the freezer, giving you that super critical second reading. All there on one simple, easy-to-read screen. But just seeing the temperature, that's only half the battle. The real magic of the LT3 is in its custom alerts. This is what turns it from just a thermometer into your own personal environmental guardian.
We're going to start with its first really clever feature, the max/mem memory. I want you to think of this as your own personal temperature detective.
See, this thing is always keeping tabs. It's constantly logging the highest or max and the lowest or min temperatures it's seen since you last reset it. So with just one press of a button, you can see the entire range of what happened while you were out or even asleep.
And this is where you see the real-world payoff. Let's say you check the max temp in your freezer and see it hit plus 5 degrees Celsius overnight. Well, right away, you know something went wrong. That's crucial information you just wouldn't have any other way. But it's not just about looking back at what already happened. The LT3 can actually warn you in real time as things are happening, and it does that with its custom high and low alarm.
This part is all about you setting the rules. You get to decide exactly what's too hot and exactly what's too cold. And if the temperature ever dares to cross one of those lines you've set, bam, a little LED alarm light starts flashing to get your attention immediately.
And you can probably already imagine how useful this is, right? For a greenhouse, you could get a heads up before your delicate plants get scorched by the sun. Or in the dead of winter, you could put the probe near a vulnerable pipe and get an alert before it hits that dangerous freezing point. It's all about proactive protection, not reactive panic.
Okay, but it gets even smarter. The LT3 also has a much more specialized automatic alarm built right in to fight one very specific enemy: frost. Now this feature is just fantastic for gardeners. It's already programmed to go off when the outdoor temperature slips into that critical frost danger zone. That's between -1 and +4 degrees Celsius. It's the perfect early warning system to tell you, hey, go cover those plants before the frost gets them.
So the features are obviously really smart, but can it actually handle the tough stuff, the extremes? Let's take a quick look at the specs that back all this up.
Just to give you a little taste of what this thing can do, the outdoor probe can accurately measure temperatures all the way down to a mind-boggling -50 degrees Celsius. To put that in perspective, that's colder than your average Siberian winter. And here's the whole story. You've got that incredible outdoor range from -50 all the way up to a scorching +70 Celsius, plus a solid indoor range. And notice the resolution too. It measures in tenths of a degree. We're talking real precision here. And maybe the most amazing part, it does all of this on one single tiny little battery. And you know, it's not just about what it can do, it's also about reliability. This device is backed by serious certifications, like ISO 9001 for quality control, and it's RoHS compliant, which means it's free of certain hazardous gunk. Basically, it's your proof that you're getting a well-made, quality, and safe product.
So when you put all of that together, what do you get? Well, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to protect a greenhouse from a sudden heat wave or an unexpected overnight chill?
Or maybe you're in charge of thousands of dollars of inventory in a restaurant's cold storage, where a simple freezer failure would be an absolute disaster.
Or maybe you just want that simple peace of mind for the fridge and freezer in your own home. Or even to keep an eye on a server room at the office. You see, the list of uses just goes on and on.
So at the end of the day, it really all boils down to this one central idea, taking this invisible force we call temperature and finally bringing it completely under your command.
It really comes down to these three things. The LT-3 gives you control with its alarms. It gives you knowledge with its memory. And when you combine those two things, the result is simple, powerful, peace of mind.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Whether it's your food, your garden, your home, or your business, what part of your world could be just a little bit safer and a little more secure with its own watchful eye? Thanks so much for joining me.